Let's tap. Let's check. Alrighty. For the love of money. For the love of money. Let me. Pharmacist. I got an all-song love reading coming soon. Just playing. It's already it's in process. So tap into that later as well. It is going to be timestamp. It is timestamp. But we're going to tap in. I got the money deck. I'm feeling somebody need to get a money tree. Work on getting a money tree as well. Get a money tree. While everybody else focus on that love with their heart, usually I'm focused on my bag. While y'all worry about y'all feelings, I'm worried about these pockets. All right, you got pharmacists. So you could be a pharmacist, or you're thinking about getting into that. I think they need more pharmacists. I think that is a trend now. You know how I hate saying trend, but for some reason that is just the terminology that we're gonna have to use. Okay, so you can get it. Okay, but it's more like this. Here it's more like it was a stage for people. Everybody became a hairstylist, and then everybody became a nurse. I feel like it's gonna become, everybody's about to become a pharmacist. You know, it's that type. Okay, and you're gonna get on that one. It's like I'm gonna get on that one. Maybe you've seen everybody get on certain bandwagons with and like making money. You feel me? Like getting into like a certain thing of getting cash flow, cash cow. Ding! Where is that? What is that coming from? I think that's a commercial. Okay, but also 20 minutes to 30 minutes workout, sunlight, meditation, and yoga. Right? You gotta be within yourself. Right? You gotta be with yourself first before you're able to be able to assist other people. Okay, this could be something as far as in helping. All right, maybe you're gonna are you like a financial advisor as well, or somebody is needing some financial assistance as well with you? Okay, it says you can sell products, feeling, and lifestyle. Yeah, so somebody just giving someone 20 minutes of your time, or you're putting 20 minutes of your time into a situation, right? Basically this is going to be causing it's going to cause you where you're going to put a hobby is going to start becoming a money source. Let's just say that. If you put at least 20 minutes to 30 minutes of your time into it, it could become a money source as well. Or you're thinking about, you got CoverGirl. So you work at a pharmacy store, CVS, Walgreens. People still got Rite Aid. I'm hearing Rite Aid. What other pharmacy stores? I'm feeling that as well. Maybe you're buying makeup, or you're trying to cover a situation at this current time. Okay, like you're covering up a situation where you don't want people to know, but it says giving generously, and then like I said, pharmacists. It's, pharmacists, when you go to the pharmacy, it's helping the sick, helping someone that is in need, helping someone that's in lack. like they're lacking, have a lack of something, right? It's that type. Okay. 20 minutes to 30 minutes of this time. 20 minutes to 30 minutes. It just takes that much each day. Not every other day. I'm feeling each day. It says every well, I'm saying every. So I feel like it's everyone that needs to be doing this. But it says enjoy. 1 second. All right. Enjoy what you like to do. Then I say that it just, you need to take 20 minutes, 30 minutes of your time. Maybe it could be just working out, meditating, going to do yoga, sunlight, something in the sense of putting you at peace. So no, it's not doing something that's gonna raise your temperature high. So here you go. You could be a CEO and you're overwhelmed. The reason why you're overwhelmed is because you haven't been taking personal time for yourself. You haven't done at least 20 minutes to 30 minutes of personal time. All right. That's what I'm feeling. If you're trying, maybe you're helping people generously. All right. Okay. Helping people out very generously. Like just handing it out. You know, remember how like Oprah Winfrey, like, everybody get a car. It's that type of energy. Everybody, receives my help, but who's helping you? It's that type. Okay. I'm feeling that. So maybe you, like I said, you're an entrepreneur, you're overwhelmed, you're trying to build up, you're building up a entrepreneur is very focus on making the money. I get that. But they're saying the reason why you feel like you can't do it is because you're not putting enough time. You're not at least putting 20 minutes, 30 minutes of personal time to get yourself centered and have some sense of peace. Okay? It says you can sell products, feelings, and lifestyle. So it could be you could sell product. You could be selling your emotions. Selling your emotions is people who just go on social media and just talk about what's going on in their life. You get what I'm saying? Selling lifestyle. That could be you going online and telling people certain lifestyle hacks or something like that. They're saying sell it. Okay? Bring it out. It's some people that need it, all right, because it says pharmacies generous. So the thing is, they're wanting you to be helpful, feel as though, like, because generous is more like you're not expecting something in return. Okay, so that's what they're wanting you to do. And look, donation come out. Because when you donate, right, you're not expecting something in return, So something that you could be doing, you're selling product, you're selling your feelings, you're expressing yourself, or you're selling lifestyle heights. Like, why I can't say that word. But looking down, it says start a YouTube channel. Okay, they're saying this. Start a YouTube channel. You focus on your bag. You gotta have some type of sense of giving. You have to have some moment of. You have to have at least 20 minutes to 30 minutes of giving something generous to something. Being generous. All right. So you know how back in like when we were kids, that was very popular. It kind of wore off now, right? Where it used to be where we had a lot of ministries where we went to go feed the homeless. We went to go just walk around and pass little flyers out to promote flyers what is it? Fundraisers. Damn. Fundraisers. So it's like it could be a sense of that, but they're saying they want you to start spreading the news. Start is that New York, that song? New York, New York. Laffy Taffy. Something could be a little it tastes good, but it's a little thick. Like it's kind of, because when you get that Laffy Taffy, it can get stuck in your tooth. So maybe someone sucking their teeth or something like that. I wanna dun dun dun. Or they're saying they want you to start a YouTube channel or start a social media platform. So maybe you're hungry. You might be getting a platter. What is that? A seafood platter or something like that. But starting a platform where you are basically helping. All right, you're being generous. It's not something that you're not expecting anything return in this situation. You're not supposed to expect anything in return in this situation, but guess what? Things are going to start coming in your way, okay? Because they're saying you can sell. You can sell. You're being generous. It says you're being generous. Okay, you're donating. You're donating this time. Maybe that's what it is. You're donating 20 minutes, 30 minutes of your time. This is something that you really do like to do. You like this, okay? Maybe this is actually healing to you. This could be your medicine, not like F everyone else. This could be just your natural medicine. That's probably why you're so generous with it. Like, I do it for the kindness of my heart, maybe that's what it is. Feeding the homeless, helping the need, doing things to help, like, and I want to say damsel in distress type of situation. Maybe this is a male figure that likes to help females in particular, but maybe that's like a medicine to them. Maybe they are a donation based single parent, or they could have a donation based thing that's going on YouTube or something on a social media platform. Okay, that you're gonna see, that you actually enjoy, that you wish that you can create this ministry, and you could. It could be something as far as in, like I said, it's gonna taste good, but it might, it might get a little sticky. It might be a little sticky. It might have to stick to you. It might stick to you. Might have to go get it cleaned out. So it could be a situation where it's like you're gonna be in a game. You know what I'm saying? You jumping in. It's like it's no way to leave this. Like, you in here now. You're in here. It's type of situation. So it could be where you've been so generous, right? So here, like, going back, why am I keep talking about homeless? I like feeding the homeless. Maybe this is something that you're seeing online or something like that. Okay, and yeah, it's something that they're in. You can't walk away from this. You can't walk away from this. No different than when I was saying about being a pharmacist, right? So when you become a pharmacist, you can go anywhere with this. You might have to reach certain requirements from different places, right? But this is something that can stick to you, all right? Something that can stick to you. It says dealing with a stressful job. Okay, so you could be dealing with a stressful job, right? Like I said, you could be a CEO, you could be a manager, you could be a head honcho over something. You feel me? Okay, and this is something that you love to do, but it's very stressful. Okay, and they're saying the reason why you're into this stressful mindset because you are not taking time out for yourself. So yes, so while maybe you're in this energy right now, while everybody's in this love, I'm over here loving on myself, loving myself, loving my money, I'm sorry, I just drank some water. So, but excuse me. But yeah, like, loving myself, like, just simple as that. They said, let me take you back way before you heard me on the radio. So something could be where, like, think about, like, Google. Think about some of the Walmart, certain things came small before they came big, so here you go, where you started being generous in this situation, and then all of a sudden people are gonna start just giving you stuff, just handing it to you, just literally just handing it to you. Okay, and maybe something's gonna be at ease where it's not gonna be stressful anymore. You said, I'm living my life. I'm not making no more excuses. And you're not making no more excuses for yourself, okay? It says open up a bank account. Okay, where, or maybe it's in the situation where you're gonna start selling product, or you're gonna start selling stuff, right? And or people gonna start donating or just giving money to you so much that you have no choice but to open up a bank account. You're gonna have no choice but to open up another source, another part of source for you, so that you can receive this. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I'm calling the bank account your source, because that's where it's gonna, because I'm feeling it's saying you can sell it, even though you're being generous. Hi, how are you, Brittany? You know, you are being generous. You are, you're just you're giving it away because it's the kindness of your heart. But guess what? This is going to start coming in where people want you to show. Maybe people want to see your skills. People want you to express yourself a little bit more, right? Okay, it says don't go broke trying to look rich. Okay, so here we go. Going back to this part, you're being very generous. Okay, so maybe this is the energy of you're caring for a lot of people, right? But you're really not getting a lot in return, right? So that's why they're saying don't go broke trying to impress everything, get like other people. Yes, it's good to be generous, but be cautious of your generous. That's no different than I'm gonna take it back to a church situation, tithes and offering, right? Because I feel as though tithes and offering is feeding the homeless. I believe in that. I believe tithes, that's 10%, 10% of your earn, 20 minutes to 30 minutes of your time throughout a day, for your day, to take the time to do something. You get what I'm saying? It's that type of energy that I'm feeling. Now, the thing is, you enjoy doing this. Maybe you enjoy giving off tithes and offerings, which is giving, and maybe in the situation, things are not coming in. For example, like tithes and offering, you're expecting, honestly, tithes and offering in a church level, spiritually, it depends on how you're looking at it, but the way they try to present it to us, they try to present it like we're being generous, but we're not. Because guess what they say, you're going to get something in return. But when you're technically, what's the definition of generous? You're not expecting anything in return. I'm giving this to the kindness of my heart. Okay, so like I was saying before, because you're giving something through the kindness of your heart, because you're so willing to be so open, right? And you're so willing to be accepting to a situation where I know that this is taking my time. I know that this takes some time. So maybe it takes a little time out of your day, 20 minutes, 30 minutes of your day, right? But because you enjoy it, you get what I'm saying? You're willing to accept it, and you're like, okay, I'm willing to do that. So because you're doing that, this is the reason why donating, I feel like something's going to be coming in where you're just gonna have to, just like how I just sat back for some reason, just sit back and just watch how, because you are sitting here taking the time out, because you didn't have to, you don't have to do what you're doing, but you're doing it. And you love to do it, and that's a good thing. That's the best thing about it. The best thing out of everything is loving to do something. Because when you love to do it, then you don't feel like it is a stressful job, or this is do I have to get up? No, you don't. You're going to really enjoy this. But they're saying start a YouTube channel, or they're just telling you to get on camera. Okay? My everything playing. So maybe someone wants you to just get on camera because people love you. Get on camera so you can see. Maybe like, oh, people don't love me. You don't know that because you're saying you don't even know. You don't show yourself. How you know that? Maybe somebody gonna say, babe, I love you. All right, let's see. Okay. Running a vending machine. So maybe you're gonna start like I said, starting something small. All right, something very small that's going to lead into something big. Yeah, a lot of people don't go to the vending machines no more, but guess what? at least one person out of that 20, at least one person out of 20 minutes or 30 minutes of that day will touch that vending machine. Okay, it's that type of energy. Or 20, or this is you. You feel me? This is you as a sense of at least 20 minutes of them putting the coin in. Something's gonna come in return. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get an input and output, because that's what a vending machine is, an input output situation. You know what I'm saying? You put something in so something can come out, right? So that's what I'm feeling as well. So once you put 20 minutes or 30 minutes of your time into a situation, it's going to be a positive output that's going to be coming in. It depends on how you look at the situation, okay? All right, it says don't buy things. It says don't buy things to impress others. Okay, don't buy things to impress others. That is literally going back to that energy of don't go broke trying to look rich. Don't go broke trying to make people happy. Make yourself happy. Are you happy about this? When you bought that furniture, did you buy that furniture because I think this is what everybody's gonna like? No. Did you buy that furniture because you said you're gonna like it? Because it's in your house. You're gonna see it more than everybody else is gonna see it. You get what I'm saying? It's like, I bought this car. Oh, I bought this car because I'm gonna have to pick up my friends and stuff. No. Buy the car because you want to buy the car. Okay? Thank you. Love you so much. We're bringing love in the air. Okay? It says build up your credit score. So here we go. One thing my mother and my whole family tells me, buy what you want. You know, when sometimes I call and I'm like, Mom, this, I want to buy this. Like, for example, I bought this nice sectional, right? But me, I'm the person, I like to build up my credit. Some people like, oh, I don't like that. I like to buy it straight out. That's you, that's me, but I'm a person that like to build on my credit. So I'm going to go for something that I'm going to have to pay for it that I know is going to fall into my credit, right? So it'll be the situation, like I said, don't go broke trying to look rich as well. So this could be a situation like that too, okay? Trying to impress other people. So you're probably buying something bigger than what you need to. Be mindful of that, okay? It's like I said, you're probably car shopping. He's like, oh, I need to get a car because I got my friends. No, buy that car because you like that car. Buy the car, do it in the sense of that. You know what I'm saying? But yes, I'm feeling the energy of like, I'm feeling like people feel as though, oh, you buying stuff just cause and you looking rich and this and all, like, and the thing is, they not even knowing that you over here, you're building up credit. That's what you're doing. Now, I hope that you are continuing to build up your credit as well. Or they're just saying how to make that money go, how that money flow. Buy something that's gonna hit the credit. What's up? How are you, Mark? How you feeling, boo? What's up, though? But I hope it's a clean question and not disrespectful. But yes, I'm all ears for you, baby. But yes. So like I said, an input output situation. Okay. So like, for example, if you buy this car, the car is gonna make you get credit. Stop. It's that type. You need to start building up your credit line. That's what I'm feeling. Build up credit line. Okay. Don't buy something straight out. You know how people, I'm gonna buy something straight out. Don't do that. Maybe don't do that. Don't do that. Let's build up the credit score. Let's build up our line of credit. All right. So maybe that's the reason why we got to open up a bank account, or you have to open up a bank account in order for you to build up a line of credit, because they have to see, like my mother's a investigator, a bank investigator for Wells Fargo. So she'll always say, we got to see your blueprint. We always got to see your blueprint. We're looking at your blueprint. Okay. So building up your credit score is your blueprint. You feel me? So open up a bank account is your blueprint. They got to see what the input, like a vending machine type, what's running in it, or the input output type of situation. Okay. So that could be a situation like that. Or here we go. Because I was saying that you're gonna have to open up a new account, okay? Because they're saying you can start selling a situation. You can start selling your product, okay? So you're gonna have to open up a new account because you got so much things going in, going out. You know, like I said, you got a CEO situation. You know, you're building up an empire. What the hell is that? Empire. Okay. It says start with your coworkers. Okay, here you go. So you're trying to figure out who can I sell to? Start with your coworkers. Okay, think about it. Walmart, Google, they started word of mouth first. They started in a garage. Okay, so it's like word of mouth. You trying to figure out how can I get my product, and then digits playing. Okay, we run up the money, we run up the digits. Okay, that's kind of too loud. We're running up the money, we're running up the digits. Okay. Then I say credit, you're building up your credit score. Maybe you're going to check your credit score and you're seeing that the credit score go up. Okay. Congratulations. You're running up the money, you're running up the digits. Okay. When you put an input, you come up with the output. All right. But they also need you to take 20 minutes to 30 minutes of your time. That is tithes and offerings to yourself. Okay. Tithes and offerings to your source. Okay, 20 minutes to 30 minutes of your time. Workout, sunlight, meditation, yoga. Go feed the homeless. Okay, go give a homeless man money at the intersection. Make sure you got, because you want life to have decisions. You want to have options. You don't want a one-way situation. Catch me. Are you listening? Okay, are you listening? Your tithes and offering situation. All right, we don't care. When we think generous, we don't care what the output is on the other end. We're thinking of something else. We're working on a blueprint. Do you hear me? Give a homeless man at an intersection money. A homeless woman at an intersection money, because we want options. Don't give it to one that is on a one-way situation, because we don't want just a one-way situation. We want options in life. Do you hear me? All right. We ain't worried about where they put their money at. And I ain't talking about, and I'm not saying, and let's not be honest. I mean, let me be honest. Don't give that man no 50 cents, but it can be $1. It's up to you. That's up to you. But I'm saying, when you give it, don't worry about it at the end of the day. You could have an offering. You could have an altar as well. Some people that has altars. Have an altar, have a bowl, and you could throw your money in it. Treat it like an offering. You get what I'm saying? Like how church do. You feel me? Throw it in there. It's that type. Start doing that. I'm saying, running up the digits, run up the money. You got to find a blueprint. Okay? Create a bucket for yourself. Put money in it. Treat it like a tithes and offering for yourself. You feel me? Throw it in there. Don't think about it. It says don't quit your job until it says your side business is twice your monthly expense, a yearly coverage of expense, or your hustle, you are actually determined to succeed in it. Okay? So maybe you're in this energy like, oh, my money looking good, I could quit my job. Okay, well, wait. Is your side business able to is it double what you're already at right now? You know what I'm saying? It's that type of energy, okay? Like, are you able to still be able to do what you're doing right now? Building up a credit score, building up a credit line for yourself, because that's what we're doing, you know? Okay? Maybe you're looking at your yearly expensive, doing taxes. It is that time. That is that time frame, thinking about it. It is that time frame. All right? It says think before you donate. Okay, so maybe like I was just talking about the money at the intersection. She's like, I don't get no homeless man. I get you. I don't get no homeless man no money. I get you. But guess what? We're not worried about the homeless man. We're on a whole nother determination. We had a whole nother mindset. We gave that man because that was our tithes and offering. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's that type. Like, back in the day, we gave, our moms and our grandmothers gave tithes and offering with no problem. Threw it in there and kept it moving. You know what I'm saying? But now, in our generation, where does money going? Is this cutting on your lights? That's how people are thinking. I'm just going to be honest with you. That's what we think now. Like, where is this really coming from? But they're saying don't quit your job until a situation comes in. All right. Until you're really secure. All right. I know that your money is just flowing and stuff like that. Until you budget yourself. If you're going to do this, If you're going to quit your job, or you're thinking about quitting your job in a year, maybe that's what it is. Okay. Or quitting your job within a month. Okay. Because you're trying to determine your hustle. Maybe you're seeing your hustle flow a little, is building up, right? And you got lesson learned plan. So maybe you did this before, and now this time you want to do something different. So here we go. You know how you get a new job, right? And you just quit the other job. Maybe that's what it is. That's what I'm feeling when it said don't quit until. So you know how you get a job and you just quit the other job, right? Because I learned this for myself, right? And because we got lesson learned plan. The thing is, my next go round that I did this, right? And now I have 2 incomes, right? But this go round, when I got that new job, I didn't quit the other job. I just made the other job a part-time job. You know what I'm saying? It's like, don't just throw something away. Okay? It says put your money where it will do some good. Here you go. And I just read that in the back. So like, just don't throw that old job away. Make it a part-time. You know what I'm saying? Make it a part-time. It can do something. Maybe you can work with that person. So you might get a new job. Don't just throw it away. Just create, make that another source of income. All right? Because we're creating a blueprint. You know what I'm saying? So maybe that little part-time job can pay for your new credit card. You get what I'm saying? Woo. It says don't always put work before yourself. Okay? So that's probably where you're in this energy of like, I want to focus a little bit more on my hustle. I want to focus a little bit more on this hobby because this hobby, maybe you're doing so good with this hobby, right? That you're realizing that you can sell the product. You can sell it, but maybe because honestly, when you sell it, you have to put your dedication to it. Because once you start selling a product, everybody's going to want it and you're going to have to be available to it. And so maybe that's where that energy is like that weighing out, one of them is going to have to be a part-time. All right. During the time being, but you got this. It says books that impact your money and independence. So maybe you're an independent money person, an independent money seeker. You know what I'm saying? You making this money on your own. There's nobody helping you. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you about to write the book of this, or maybe you're writing a book. Maybe, like I said, a financial advisor as well. So maybe you're going to read on a book that's going to help you with your money and being an independent or entrepreneur with your money. But it says how to talk to someone. 12 rules of life. These are books. Okay. I'm sorry. These are books that you can read. Okay. How to talk to someone. How to talk to anyone. 12 rules of life. Not nice. Power of now. Think and grow rich. 4-hour body. Quiet. Limitless. 5 love language. Yes, 5 love languages is people put it in a relationship base, but guess what? When you're trying to build in an entrepreneurship, you need to understand who you're talking to. You need to understand that everybody's not going to be loving the same way. So that means that sometimes your generous offer, you need to think about doing that, because some people don't take generosity in a positive way. Okay, so 5, I don't know why I had to break it down like that. And then 2 more books that you can read. 5-second rule and 5 times rule, or 5 I got 5 multiple rule, 10 multiple rules. So these are books that you can read. These are books that will impact you as far as in getting your money source up, and not only being getting your income up, but being an independent person. So you're not relying on anyone. This is your money. You're moving forward with the money. You feel me? Okay. and it says a corporation job. So like I said, you could have a job, don't quit that job, create it as a part-time. You might get a better job in a situation. Don't quit that job that you was like, oh, that's just stressful, I don't want to deal with that. Guess what? It was probably stressful because you didn't have other sources of income, and you realize, like, what am I here for? And I can get that. It get like that. You feel me? A baller. Okay, you trying to be a baller, you got a source, a type of source coming in, right? Cell phone plan, maybe you got to pay for your cell phone, or you got a cell phone plan that affects your credit score. Okay, I don't like those. Okay, but no, you might need to. I know you be trying to be a baller, shot caller, yeah. Okay, but you skip that phone bill that's fucking up your score, your credit score. Okay, and you might realize this. You might be realizing this. Okay, so it's okay for you to go a little cheap plan. Everybody don't need to reach you. Everybody don't need to reach you. You could be in that energy now. You could, honestly, I'm gonna be honest. Most people who get into that entrepreneur mindset and get more money, in that way. Here you go. Let's go. Where my card at? It says don't go broke trying to look rich, right? Because I'm a baller, shot caller, you know. And it says buying things to impress people. You buying big items for what? No one. First of all, nobody needs to know that you got money. Okay, and that's probably where you're gonna have to start opening up another bank account for yourself, a petty account, or a GoFundMe account for yourself. You know, where you're gonna be dropping money into that account for yourself, so you can go fund the nails, go fund that hair, go get some new glasses, some new earrings. I'm just going based on something on me, but I'm saying both for you. You know what I'm saying? But no, you need to look into your cell phone plan. You have to let that cell phone plan go. Oh, she knows. Oh, you know? I'm sorry. You know? Thank you. Okay. Let it go. Oh, he knows? Let it go. Okay? Then I say entrepreneur. You could be a business owner. Baby, just because you're a business owner don't mean you got to get that fancy-ass car. Okay? Seriously. Like, there are some reliable cars that are still nice, and you just gotta deck them up. You get what I'm saying? What's that, pimp my ride? Back in the day, pimp my ride, pimp your ride. You feel me? You just gotta pimp that ride. You know? Somebody got a girl back home. I'm feeling a hairstylist as well. Someone could do hair. You could be a business owner doing hair, or you're thinking about that as well. Or you got a hairstylist that is buying outside of their means, like they're trying to dress to impress type, but you're impressing the wrong people. Because when you go broke, they're going to be gone. Okay? Slow and steady ruins the race. Always. I like that. And it says compare prices. Come on now, like I said. Like, it's okay. I understand. Like, maybe you need to buy a little washing machine or whatever. Okay? And first of all, especially if we're trying to build up our credit, get the washing machine it's going to affect your credit score. Okay? Get housing products. Y'all be so quick to buy. Maybe we talking about this because, you know, people about to get their money flow. You know what I'm saying? People gonna feel like they ballers, you know? So they buying. Let's do something different this year. Buy something that's gonna hit your credit score. Yes, that means commitment. And yes, you have to be committed to a situation, because when you have credit score shows commitment. That shows a blueprint. You're dedicated to taking the time to keep money here, and that's building up your credit score. Okay. All right. Maybe, and it's saying slow and steady wins the race. So maybe you kept seeing your credit score just reaching up, and then one day you just gonna look at it and get boom. You get what I'm saying? It's called paying off something. And then I think 6 months? It takes 6 months for something to hit your credit score to really show. Okay. It says always think ahead. 6 months. All right. Maybe you're going to start buying secondhand clothes, or Here you go. It said donating. So instead of just going to Goodwill and just throwing it on the side and just saying the hell with it, first go donate it somewhere where you can get some money. You know what I'm saying? Don't just treat your product. You took the time when you picked that outfit out, when you picked them clothes out, you had an intention. You carried that with some intention. So don't just throw it like it ain't nothing. No. Take the time out. See what is valuable first. And then what is not valuable, then you can go give it to the homeless. That's what I'm feeling. Give it to the homeless. Say, hey, yo, what size you wear? You know? You think you can fit da-da-da this? Type shit. That's what I'm feeling. And there you go. Tithes and offering. Donation. You just donated 20 minutes to 30 minutes of your time. Congratulations. It's that type. I'm so serious about that. Here you go. Entrepreneurship. Here you go. Let's build the wealth. Build the wealth. Build the wealth. Blueprints. Okay? We got opportunities. My bad, loves. Y'all know I'm gonna check, because that's me. My bad, love. Okay, y'all can hear me. I'm always check. That's what I got the backup for. You might have a backup plan. All right? You got a backup plan? You should. And if you don't, you better. Baby, that's why they said open up another bank account. That's what that is. Where that card at? It said, that's why they saying open up the bank account. I can't find it. And we ain't gonna take the time to find that shit right now. Because we gotta flow. Oh, I got something cool. Yes. Comparing prices. So here you go. This one I'm feeling. So you know how, like I said, you buying big items, right? I know I hate this too. I hate doing it too. I'm gonna be honest with it. But my mama always tell me to do it. But you know how you go to Lowe's or you go to a hardware store or whatever, you go into a store. Basically, big stores like Walmart. I think Target does it too. They compare prices. So here you go. You're going you'll go to a store, right? And you see the prices a little bit up there, right? Now, mind you, like I said, you got to think smart, okay? Because we're building up a credit score. So you already know that this is already going to be a little pricey or higher because your percentage, your APR rate is going to be a little higher, of course, right? So think smart. Think smart, not hard, okay? So here you go. You go to Lowe's, you see a washing machine or you see a stove or something like that, right? And it's priced $1,000, right? Here you go. You go to Home Depot and you see the same. You got to find the same one because some people don't know this. I don't know. Some people don't know about this, but like you'll go to the same Home Depot. You go to Home Depot and you'll find that same one. You got to take a picture of it too. And then you know, now mind you, you want the one at Lowe's, okay? But you don't really you don't fuck with Home Depot, but you're going to go to Home Depot. Okay, so you're going to go Home Depot and you're going to see that same stove and you're going to take a picture of that because at Home Depot, their price is like $900. Yes, it's $100. It's something. It matters. You could go get something to eat after that. You know what I'm saying? After you did that purchase, you could go get you something to eat at a restaurant, a sit-down restaurant now because it's $100. You feel me? But now, but here you go. This is what I mean by the comparing prices, okay? Comparing prices along with making sure that you think smart because you're building up your credit score. You're building up a blueprint, right? So here you go. Now you're going to go to Lowe's with that picture from Home Depot and say, hey, I see that your price here for this stove is it's $1,000. And I say $1,000? Yeah, $1,000, right? But Lowe's have that same stove for $900. You want me to tell you what they're gonna do? You gotta find a competitor. Lowe's is gonna sit there and say, well, I'm gonna give you for 100. I mean 9,000, or I'm gonna give it for you 8,000. Hi, I was just talking about you in the last reading because we was thinking about some things. Hi, Noah, how are you? Happy Love Day. But yes, here you go. So yeah, so you're gonna go to Lowe's, right? And Lowe's gonna be like, well, I'm gonna give it to you for 100. I mean, I'm gonna give you for 900. I'm gonna give you the same price as what you seen it over there. Or they're gonna give it to you lower because it's competitive. That's what I mean by It's gonna be out of this world. Maybe the price gonna be out of this world. Try that shit for real. And then on top of that, what I have learned, literally, what I have learned is even in your city, certain areas, certain parts of areas, their prices are different. Okay, so if you go on the little upperty side, you know what I'm saying, closer to the city side, their price is going to be higher because their quality, you know what I'm saying. But if you go outskirts and get that same price, it's going to be different. I'm trying to give you the game. You feel me? Hold on. I got my thingy. Yes, hi. And that's what I was talking about. You were in my energy, Nor. And the past one, cause we were talking about like friendships and love, and I think we was talking about who was it? It was a person I was like, I know you knew what that zodiac sign was. But yeah, okay. It says they are often good brand products, but it's cheaper. You know how you but no, for real, look, it just saying, like I'm telling you the game. Y'all, if y'all knew, why you haven't been doing it? And if you know, now you know. Now you know, nigga. No, seriously. Their brand, it's the same brand, it's just cheaper. Okay? Go to Lowe's. Lowe's price, their product is higher because it's Lowe's. Okay, go get your thing. Or Target, go to Target. You find you getting a PlayStation 5, go to Target, take a picture of PlayStation 5. Go to Walmart, take a picture of Walmart's, then go back to Target and say, hey, yo, Walmart's thing is this much. Why is yours this much? And this is the same product. Target can't hide that shit, bro. I gotta give it to you the way how much it really is. All right, you got me. That's basically what it is. So like, you got me, I gotta give it to you. It says you will earn $700. Oh, you might save $700 if you keep doing. You would save $700. Like I said, building up your credit. We're building up a blueprint with our finances now. You will save $700 if you do this method. And listen to me. Don't just go to your nearest one. You need to go outskirts. Literally go to the city. Go to Walmart. Go to the one that you know that stuff is pricey. Go to that one. Take that picture. Then drive all the way. You might have to take, where we at? Where that card at? Cause I'm feeling it. It might be 20 minutes, 30-minute drive. You might have to take that 20-minute, 30-minute drive. I can't even get the words out. Cause maybe you like, I didn't even know this shit can happen. Yes, it can. It's called compare prices. It's a marketing. And big people do this. Okay. Then you go over there to, for example, they call it the hood. All right. You go to the hood. Yeah. Yeah. You might have to hold your purse. Hold your pearls, just take that picture real quick and get your ass out. You get what I'm saying? If you know how you feel. I'm just being funny though. But yeah, but it's like you do that, right? Then you go back and do that 20-minute, 30-minute drive back over there to the rich side and say, now why is this product, don't tell them where you, just tell them, just tell them like, I got it from, I seen it at Walmart. But don't say where you got the location. Don't do that. Because now you're talking too much. Don't do that. Just say, I seen why the same product is this much in here. I promise you're going to save so much money. You will earn $700. Okay? Or maybe you're getting a $700 check for taxes. And you like, what the hell is this? I remember that when I was, especially like they don't be doing no justice for single parents, and you don't got no kids, you don't got nothing. Man, I remember them days. I ain't saying go have a kid either. I'm not saying that either, but it's just like I remember those time frames when it's like, oh, this hard work, y'all telling me to pay taxes, and you give me a $700 check. What the hell is this? Okay, in between jobs. Okay. Oh, remember I was talking about that as well earlier. Like, you could get a new job. Don't just throw that job away. Hey, don't just throw that job away. Make that other job a part-time job. How are ya? You're back. You know, they saying in between jobs, so maybe you going back and forth with a situation. Girls, you know you better. You could be a workaholic. Then I say going in between jobs. Okay, going in between jobs. Maybe you earning up to $700. Maybe your income is going to increase by $700 when you work, when you end up not just, oh, well, I got a new job. Fuck that job. I get it was stressing you out, but maybe it was just stress because, like I said, you were overwhelmed with just that one particular job and it wasn't even hitting on nothing. So now that you got a job that's hitting on something, just make that one that's not hitting on nothing be your little side thing. Get your nails done. Get your hair done. Put the gas in your car to go to your real job. You know what I'm saying? Make that on a part-time. Don't just ice it out. I feel like you're going to earn up to $700. Your income is going to still increase doing that. Because you know how sometimes when you get a new job and then you ice that one, you're like, dang. I do. I do. And I'm so happy that she worked. Well, first, let me read, because sometimes, do you like Lizzo? I do. I do. Yes, that was Lauryn Hill. It was. Most definitely was. Okay, it says follow up call or email. So maybe you're maybe you are looking saying, man, I'm trying to find another job. All right, they're saying that you need to follow up with the real ones, the one that you really like. Hey, you know, I dropped that application in a couple of weeks ago. Your manager there? They on vacation? Like, what's up? They blind? They can't see my application? It's like that type. Follow up. Hit them with an email. Hi. I was just checking to see on my status on my application. You know, it's that type, okay? What's my favorite song by her? I hear it playing. I hear it. I'm trying to get it out. What's the name of it though? It was her real big seller. Oh yeah. Lauryn Hill's the best. Most definitely. Ooh, look. It says use your credit card responsibly. Then I tell you, you might have to keep that second job for that new credit card that you can buy so that you can still pay off that credit card. You know what I'm saying? There you go. Truth hurts. Thank you. You better be subscribing to me because that means we in tune with each other. Because that's what I was hearing it. Why girls get I can't try to get her words together. Yes, truth hurts. Because it is true. Truth hurts. Okay. She said, go to the hair salon and wash it out and get you out of my hair. Okay. Yes. Please do. Because most definitely. And we big on music, right, Nora? We big on music over here. Oh no, yeah, I know that part. Like we was listening for Lauryn Hill. Girl, you know you better watch out. Some guys are on me about. It says less TV, more reading. Ooh, didn't we talk about that? Where's it at? So, here you go. Because, you know, maybe you don't like to read. I got you. Hold on. Maybe you got to get yourself organized. Don't panic, D. Because I hate being unorganized. Because what in the world? How are my cards get everywhere? That's because I'm pulling in the same deck. That's why. Because I want you to see Do you see what I see? No, you know who this is playing in the background? It's about to be over though. Damn, where's it at? Basically, remember we was talking about reading books, reading books for knowledge. You know, reading books as far as in why is it not showing? But if not, fast forward. Basically, they're wanting you to read books as far as in money source and getting independence. Getting into an entrepreneur, right? Now here we go. I'm feeling like we don't like reading books. Okay, cool. I got you. So it was a card that said start a YouTube. I'm feeling in the energy of look on YouTube. Okay, maybe you don't like looking at books. So, I mean, reading books, I mean, reading is fundamental too. But I'm feeling the energy of it's cool. Go to YouTube. What's the past one? The past one was I from Boys to Men. Now this one is Girl from Internet. I like Internet. I like Internet music. They'll give you like a give you kind of retro / mellow type energy. Okay, poor management. That's probably why you don't want to be at that job anymore. Remember I was saying that job is very stressful and stuff? Poor management. Oh, Lizzo, I have not listened to the album, but thank you for letting me know. I most definitely will, and it will be going on a playlist if I like one of them. And you most definitely will hear her coming through here, coming through the speakers. You got a song in particular I should tap into? Tell you you're my girl. Leadership. Okay? Lack of money. So maybe you need to start taking leadership in your money source. Like I said before, start comparing prices. Okay? When you compare prices, you're going to start seeing a change in your income. Okay? Because we're going to have to wrap this up. Because that was money deck. Let me see what we're going to do. Let me see what we're going to do. Let me see what we're going to do. We'll go for the purple pack. Because this is my new one. Yep. That's what it is, Internet. You are my girl. My girlfriend. And that's basically have respect for yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's that song. You know what I'm saying? This person, I think she was saying, like, this person said, you my girl, like, we were together, but then you better, it's like, know your worth, because I think she was getting played or something like that. Or it's like, in reality, she was being played. So know your worth. Because just because the person's saying that, like, just because the person's saying that they're your girl or they're your man, are they acting like it? You know your worth. Thank you. Here we go. Someone said, I love you. Somebody saying, I love you. Oh, something could be coming in dead 3 times. Or October, Halloween. You could have been a skeleton for Halloween one season in October as well. But it's just like, this could be a dancing dead clown type of situation. Maybe this person is gonna hit you up 3 times and you're gonna leave them unread 3 times. It's still gonna be dead. All right, it's still a dead situation. It says here, you a bitch. All right, now y'all, you got a black cat, and then we talk about reading as well, and it does say that. So based on receipts, based on the knowledge that you have read, based on your studies on reading their personality, you a bitch. You dead. You're dead to me. I done tried 3 times with you. We're not going it again. We're not going another round again. It's that type of energy. Okay? It says, you are worthy of love exactly as you are. And then we got the song. Okay? You better know your worth. Okay? Look at that. Everything that you want is yours. Girl, you better know your worth. Tell them you my girl. Okay? It says, hey, you drop this. And it's your brain. You talking about, hey, yeah, you drop this. Like, you ain't using your head correctly. Like, hey, that's probably where you saying, like, through my knowledge, let me put my glasses on and let me see. And from the studies of it, I see here, I see here that it was a couple of moments that you should have used your head and you didn't. It was a couple of moments that you should have knew my worth and you didn't. It's that type, okay? And you got to ice them, okay? Push yourself to do better, okay? Sometimes you got to push yourself to do better. Don't worry about everybody else. And maybe you're going to realize the moment when you push yourself to do better, three people going to try to come out the closet. I thought you were dead. It's that type. Like, that name sounds familiar. You have you ever had an energy come back? I mean, literally, come out the closet, literally. And he's like, your name sounds so familiar. Or you like, you do look familiar. And they'll say, oh, remember da-da-da this? And you're like, oh, yeah. Dang. I thought you were dead. And they over there dancing like, you see me? You see? Yeah. Oh. You just come out of nowhere. Okay? It says bad vibes don't go with my outfit. I like that. A bad vibe don't go with my outfit. Okay? Where is your dream vacation? Paris. And that's so crazy, right? Why? Because I don't know. I don't know why. Yes, clock it. I don't know why Paris is, because I have apple tire like all over here on the other side. And then I have the flowers because I want to go to Paris in the springtime. But I heard Paris is a little polluted. I don't want to say trash because I don't want to be disrespectful because that's what we hearing. But I'm over here in America, okay? They be telling us lies sometimes. Because if I don't go over there, if it weren't for people from Africa to come over here and tell me, hey, yo, we don't look like that, we would have still been in La La Land, okay? You been there? Yes. I know a little French. I want to learn a little more because I want to be able to be, of course, they say, study the little translation and stuff like that. But I did go to college and I had to study in it because I didn't like Spanish too much. But now I'm learning Spanish and I wish I did tap into a little bit more Spanish. But I like French more. It's pretty, but yes, that's what I was told. I heard it was a little dirty and it's sting. I'm like, oh my God. Cause it's just like, I'm gonna be that person, like, cause let me be honest, I'm still a little childish at moments. Like certain things can bring out my inner childness. So if I smell something, if I'm in the bathroom and I smell, I'll go like, I'll go like that. So when I heard that, I was like, are you serious? Why? But I heard that Raleigh, North Carolina has an Alpha Tower. Okay. And I might just act like I went to Paris there. Let me stop playing with y'all. But no, another place I wanted to go was Australia as well. I know. Australia. Yeah. Okay. A penny for your thoughts seems a little bit pricey. So maybe someone feel as though your comment kind of touched them a little bit. Like, you know how somebody say, I don't need your 2 cents. They need your 2 cents. Like, they need your 2 cents. Like, your 2 cents is needed. Okay? They just didn't they know that your 2 cent requires a price. Like, it's going to require for them to be like, hey, you forgot this. You get what I'm saying? Hey, you got to use this. Cause I'm gonna let you go to the drawing board. I'm gonna let you think about I'm gonna let you go sit down and think about what you did. You know that? Remember when your mama used to say that? Go sit down and think about what you did. Go to your room and think about what you did. I did. I thought about it when I did it. But if you want me to think about it more, I mean, I guess I need to calm down. You know, maybe that's what it is. Maybe this person wants you to calm down. Okay. It says being an adult is a bit of a price range right now. It says out of my price range right now. Okay. So like I said, it could be that energy. Like this person, you realizing my study said that you're not reaching my qualities. You're not reaching my qualities. That's why you were the skeleton. That's why I decided to bury you and put you in the closet. So I don't know how you got out, you know, and now you're dancing. Oh, you're trying to be seen. It's that type of energy. Like, is that for me? Is that like, are you throwing shots at me? Is that type? This person is gonna come in with that. Okay, and it's just in a money source. I'm feeling that. So here it go. The moment that your money source coming in, your books are gonna be coming in, right? Because we're focused on the money, right? And they're saying that, you know, adult life is pricey. I get that, but guess what? You can manage adult life if you just think smart with it. Okay, because they're saying that it going right here, the brain and the pricey level. Okay, so yes, you might have to go and take 30 minutes. You might have to drive 30 minutes. You might have to drive outskirts, you know, in the outskirts to get what you need, because just because there it's the same price, it's just a little bit cheaper, but it's the same product, it's a different name. You know what I'm saying? It's that type. Okay, watch yourself. It says I think I will cause problems cause problems on purpose. Well, I couldn't say that. I think I could cause problems on purpose. So maybe someone a little duck, okay, gonna quack and flat to your energy. And that's confirming this dead person. Like I said, this person coming in just to rattle your cage. All right, don't entertain them. Okay, just keep pushing yourself a little harder. All right, push yourself. This a duck. It's a duck. It's a duck. It's a duck. It can't even fly. It got wings and can't even fly. It's a duck. What we talking about? That's the energy that I want you to have. When this person come in, you're a duck. You can't even fly. How you got wings and you can't fly? How you got something that you can't even use it? You know? You know what I'm saying? It's like how you human but still look dead. You know, still don't got nothing flowing for yourself. It's that type, okay? It says, hang in there. It can get worse. Bomb. And it could be a big old bomb. Boom. In its energy. And like I said, it says the bad vibes don't fit your outfit. And I dropped the bomb on you, baby. You're going to drop the bomb on them. Like, hey, yo, let me tell you something. You could text them. This is what I'm feeling. A text. Maybe a text gonna come in and you like, I know that's not that person. You gonna have to put your glasses on and be like, is that name? Like, I thought you were dead. You know, I thought this was a dead situation. Okay, type of energy. Hold on. Why it don't come up on here? It's coming on this thing. It's not. Oh, there you go. It says, you know, the toxic red flag boyfriend I was talking about. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Best friend. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Girl, why is he upset? Look, and that's what I'm saying. Your ex-boyfriend coming out the closet looking like a clown, trying to be seen, and you done caught his ass on Ring camera. Look, like, I could see you. You know I could see you, right? Like egging the who you are driving by. Yes. So here you go. I got you now. I caught you now. Dress in black. Dress in black and disguise yourself. So if you don't wear glasses, put glasses on. Go buy you some glasses at the dollar store, girl. Disguise yourself. Okay? Yes. See, I can't be your friend. Because, I miss my toxic ways. Because let me tell you, girl, let me school you on something, okay? So if we did that, I'll be the shawty that will be dressed in all black, right, ski mask, and then we put tape on his Ring camera, and then we fuck that whole shit up. And then we'll untape it later. We'll untape it later, so you won't see shit that we did. You just gonna wake up to it. We're gonna give it to you like that. Okay. I'm trying to tell you, somebody got to go really in disguise because you got to get really close to the camera. All right. So wear some shades and a ski mask. You can go to the dollar store. Why am I promoting this? I miss this stage. I miss that stage of life. But no, for real. Don't let that person play with you. I remember what we was talking about. Yeah, don't let them play. Don't let them play. Okay. It says diesel mechanic has the bigger tools. Okay, so somebody else is gonna come in with a bigger tool. All right, I'm trying to tell you, get some black tape. Tape the camera. If he got a Ring camera, hopefully he don't got no floodlights type, but he got a Ring camera. Tape that camera. Go fuck all that shit up, and then untape it, and then just. Now make sure everybody's already in the car before that next person untape it. And then y'all just, all they see, and make sure you got, like black, wear black, everything black. It's a funeral. Everything black. We coming in black. The man in black. Dead ass. I'm serious. It says, I don't want to sleep like a baby. I just want to sleep. I just want to sleep like my husband. Okay, so I don't want to sleep like a baby. I want to sleep like my husband. So maybe, you're in this energy. I don't want to sleep with a child. I want to sleep with a man. Maybe that's what that energy is. So here you go. Now that we're, like I said, when we level up and making our money and all the stuff like that, things are going to start changing. We're going to level up a different way. We're going to look through a different glasses. All right. We're going to put our glasses on when we are watching and paying attention to things now, so, and we're going to figure out what fits and what don't fit, that's what we're talking about, so I feel as though the bigger picture of this situation is, you're not looking for something small. You're looking for something big. Okay? You're thinking for a bigger picture. Like I said, a blueprint. Credit score. Creating a credit score is a big thing. Maybe you need to buy a big item so that it can, it's a big item, and yeah, it's gonna cost this, but once you pay it off, it's gonna be pricey. It's gonna matter. It's gonna make sense at the end of the day. Okay? It's that type of energy. That's what I'm feeling. It said follow, and I just paid attention to the song. You're gonna fall in love with me. Okay, so maybe you're just gonna fall in love with these new ideas of life, of how you're gonna manage your money. Maybe you wasn't the person that bought secondhand clothes and stuff. Maybe you thought that was kind of distasteful. I don't know where y'all get that from. I feel like the more people who think that way is the ones who are actually broke, that need to be in the secondhand store. And I'm not trying to bash nothing, because I be in there. And let me tell you, I be over there in the Upper East Side. Okay, like I said, you gotta shop. You gotta go. You might have to take a little drive somewhere and go outside of your element to get what you really need, right? But now they have, growing up in the hood, they had Goodwill. We about to close I'm just gonna give you that energy, because they were saying that energy of you growing broke, looking rich, and I'm gonna tell you what the rich people are really looking like. I'm just be honest with you. Okay, so in the hood, you got Goodwill, you got what, Value Village. I don't go to Value Village. It's stinking there. I told you I'm a little childish. Certain things I can't handle. Don't come smelling, cause I'm a I'm gonna be doing that childish, or I'm just gonna be like it's just hard. It's hard, you know. It's hard to handle stank, you know. Like, even I do a courtesy flush when I take a shit. Like, seriously, I'm flushing because I don't even want to. It's just something about that shit. But no, let's go back. Let's process. Okay, let's go back. So here go. In the hood, they got like Value Village and stuff like that. And you got some people that's in there, right? People are in there. Them are the ones that, like, literally they be in there. They need it. Okay, then you have the people that really be needing to go in there, but they'll go to the mall, right? And you can kind of find the same thing in a mall at Value Village. Yes, I'm trying to say I love Goodwill. It depends. You just gotta find the right Goodwill. Yes, they have several Goodwills. You just gotta find the right Goodwill, you know. But it's just more. Here we go. So when I went over to Ballantyne's area, which is like the uppity, that's where you got your doctors, your lawyers, you know, you got the real stay-at-home mamas, you know, all they gotta do is call their husband up, baby, the car is not working, and the car is working now. You know, that is the area I be at for Goodwill. You know what I'm saying? It be packed. I mean, packed. And then, less if you try to come, especially if you find a real good one, you know, like a Habitat Humanity. They got Habitat Humanity stores, or technically a secondhand store too. You get what I'm saying? That's stuff that while they were building up the house, they didn't need it no more, so they, you know, gave it away, or people actually gave it away, but they're very particular about this stuff. It's just stuff like that, okay? Those places, depending on where you are at, it is packed. I mean, like, you be like, is this the mall? It is packed. Them secondhand stores just depend on where you go. Like, I don't know where we getting this mind at. I feel like it's just our environment. You know, like, for example, you got the people with the fancy cars that when they pull up to their fancy car, their apartment got, you know, still got units in it. You know, you're not even running central air. That's not funny, but it is funny because where's your priorities at, baby? You get what I'm saying? It's that type. Something good, and that's The Sound of Music. I love The Sound of Music. If y'all don't know about that, that's a TV show. I mean, not a TV show, it's a movie, an older movie. But it's like, where I don't know where people getting this energy of like, I can't do the secondhand. It depends on where you're going. Like I said, take that 20-minute, 30-minute drive outskirts into them fancy places. You're gonna find exactly what you're looking for. Okay? And then you might have to go back to your hood, go back to where you came from, and tell them, you know, take a picture and be like, hey, I see you over here. Like, you're going to have to do that. It's a way of life. It's a way of living. You know, you're going to have to do your shopping. When you find your favorite secondhand store, stick with it, okay? Yes, and one thing about a secondhand store, you better get it now. You better get it now. You better get it now. And there ain't no such thing as layaway. They don't play no layaway in secondhand stores either. So you talking about, oh, secondhand stores, this for the broke people. Who? Because once you see that, you better get it. Like, that's a difference from a store, a regular store. You know what I'm saying? Right. Exactly. Dead serious. You got people that are living up, like, all they got to do is say, hey, well, my card ain't working. And the card is working immediately. Okay? Immediately in the store. They said, give me a second. I don't know what's wrong with my card. You go outside and call them back real quick, and it immediately happened, because I don't know what happened. Those are the people that's in them secondhand stores. They're not in the mall. Now their kids are in the mall. You know, the kids that's not the one that's really working the money, but the ones that's actually putting the money in and they making that money flow and they building up their credit score, they are in the second hand stores. They're buying they're buying the stuff that you thought that was, you know, you over there buying the real product. Same product that they're buying is just a cheaper price. So who using the brain and who ain't? And that's probably where you're saying, here, you forgot this. You know, here, you forgot this. You forgot to go do your comparing prices. Here, you forgot to go over there to that side of town to go get what you need. Okay? Because where I never understood where people, secondhand store, I never understood that. Now, don't go to some stores be stinking. Okay, so that means that they're not taking care of. Go to the stores that's actually taking care of their product, because when they're taking care of their product, your stuff is gonna be taken care of. Okay. Yes, that's why I understand people say Goodwill is for broke people, but them rich people be in there. They are in there. They are in there. You try to figure out where they at, where you not trying to be at. No different than, like when you a gas, you do those expensive jobs and stuff, right? And it's like, oh, I would never do that. They know. That's why they priced it up high. That's why it's up there. That's why that person who decided they gonna do that shit, they can go take a trip. They can take several trips in a week, in a year, while you talking about, I can't do that. Well, you can't do that, all right. Can't do that check either. Yeah, it's just more like that. It says one date with yourself or with your partner. And I looked at that because I'm closing up. So do that for yourself. Soulmate energy is what I'm feeling. Have a soulmate for yourself. Have a love for yourself. I'm so serious. Maybe you're a workaholic, and do something for yourself. Do something for yourself, okay? And nobody knows him but me. Somebody dying inside. Hold on. Somebody could be a IT manager. Like I said, it's a position, a job that people like, I can't do that. I can't do that. But you gonna do that. And that's the reason why you're able to make that money. You're able to have that penthouse, that Jaguar. Okay? Because you decided to do that job that nobody wanted to do. Okay? It says, ooh, look, release your fears and move in faith. Can I say any more? Okay? That's all it is. Have a love for money. When it comes down to having a love for money, you gotta move with faith. Okay? You can't have, here you go. You know how you can say you can have a goal, which you can, right? But have this goal. This goal is not a set goal. Make sure this goal can fluctuate, because in life, things are gonna change. You know what I'm saying? For example, then on top of that, don't go based on what other people are speaking on. Go based on how you're feeling, because they're saying nobody knows it but me. So don't go based on what other people are saying. Go based on what you're feeling. Okay, so everybody doesn't know that maybe you like to go to Goodwill. You know what I'm saying? Nobody needs to know that. You get what I'm saying? Now, you might find somebody that do it too, be like, you too, girl. Then y'all can find something together. Or you too, because even you got them rich homie boys be out there too. I seen them. Okay? You trying to figure out how you catch a man. Or you catching, especially these men out here that take care of their home and stuff like that. They go into the secondhand stores too. They got hip to it. Okay? They're at Hobby Lobby now. They're at the craft stores. I'm serious. I'm feeling the energy of something that you don't want to do is something someone else is doing it and they're succeeding in it. And you might be like, I might have to go over there. It's that type. So, yeah. So something that you're saying you don't want to do, or something that somebody's saying, oh, I can't do that. You're doing it. You're doing good in it. And, They miss you and nobody knows it but them, because their pride is hurting. It's getting to them. It's like, oh my goodness, I thought you was broke. You know what I'm saying? I thought because you like to go shopping at Goodwill. You talk like a broke woman because you rather go compare prices. I thought you were broke. No, it's called I'm smart. It's called I be damned to just spend this money like ain't nothing, like I didn't work my ass off. Cause I could be sleep like Sleeping Beauty. I gotta get my sleep in. I gotta go get my workout in. I could be doing something else, but I'm at work. So when I work, I gotta make sure I'm spending this money correctly. So yeah, like I might, they're like, oh, you can't buy that out. You gotta get credit. Where you think everybody else got their credit from? You think these nurses just buy these things? Sometimes nurses, doctors, that's credit. The title is a credit. It's just like a lawyer. Oh, you a lawyer? You a judge? Oh, you in there? Yeah, it's a credit. It's just something like that. Something that people don't think that you can do. You're gonna do, and you're gonna fall with a good credit score with it. Cause you building up a blueprint. And now they're like, how did I miss that? Nobody knows it but you, because you're going to keep quiet on the situation. Certain things are not made for people to know. Okay? Everybody is not made to know that you bought that lovely lamp. You might get a lot of compliments and you be like, yeah. Or you person, you like to flip. You flip, you know how people buy something that is still sturdy, but they flip it. They'll create it, they'll repaint it and stuff like that, and flip it and stuff like that, and start selling it. That's something that I'm thinking as well. So here you go. You could be going to secondhand stores and finding certain things that are nice quality, and you're flipping that shit. I'm gonna be honest with you. You selling it. You're gonna go and sell it on eBay again, or you're gonna go sell it on Facebook, because like we just talked about, you got a lot of people that are not gonna go into Goodwill to go find that nice item that they actually are looking for, and they can't get it because they're going to all these fancy stores that is gonna price it high. So here you go. You're gonna go into that Goodwill. All right, you're gonna go into that Goodwill. You're gonna clean it up, and you're gonna take a picture of it. You're gonna angle it, and you're gonna put your little effects on it, and then you're gonna go and flip that thing. And matter of fact, I'm gonna give you I'm not gonna give you the same price as what I bought this, because you should have took your ass there. You know what I'm saying? You should have just went to Goodwill. But I'm gonna be nice. I ain't gonna give you the same price as what you get in the store, but I'm gonna give you the price that I feel like it should be valued as. And there you go. There go income. So here you go. You say you like Goodwill. Start buying stuff. You know what I'm saying? Start buying stuff that is have you ever been? I have. I've been to a concert last year. Actually, my first concert last year. Yeah. Maybe I just had to find. I just need to find another person to watch. I mean, it was not good. I don't play with my time, and I just feel like it was a time waste. But I liked it, but I didn't. I'm scared that you gonna ask that question. Who was it? I went to go see the baby. Right? But the baby, his compadres were late. I don't know what their situation was and stuff like that. Look, but let me tell you about me. And you got some people that don't play about their time. You better come on time. You should have booked that fight 30 minutes before the day, before your event. It was a delay, and you could tell it was a delay of stalling. I'm trying to think, was it weather situation? Because my birthday's in January 30th. So I'm trying to think, was it weather? No, it didn't even snow. We were good. So I don't know what was the problem. But yeah. Where did you? I was home. I was back at home. So if you know where the baby is at, you know, Jonathan. If you know where he resigns, his hometown, that's where I'm at. But yeah. Ugh. But no, I did go to a concert. I think I should go to another concert, but I'm gonna go to like a back in the day like I'm not gonna go to one of these to I'm gonna have to go to like one of these 90s artists. I feel like that's where I'm gonna get the energy that I'm giving, like the energy that I need. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, I heard concerts are really good. You just gotta find the right artist. I just did not do a good job this time. I wanted to break a record for myself for my birthday. That's what it was. But I love you much. We gotta wrap this up because we got to go. And like I said before, something that people feel like they can't do, you gonna do, and you gonna look good doing it. And they gonna start hating. Okay? And then flip that thing. Yeah. Goodwill, flip that money. People, they gonna wish they went to Goodwill. Okay? They gonna wish they went to Goodwill when they realize that you went over there and flipped that money. You get what I'm saying? You took them products and you started selling it and you started creating your own brand. And no, do not tell them where you got it from. You get what I'm saying? They don't need to know that. That's none of their damn business. You got it from me. That's what you need to tell them. You get what I'm saying? Hey, you got it from me. You got it from me. Okay? That's all they need to know. They don't need to know that you know, and honestly, you got some people that end up telling, you know, they'll end up saying, "Oh, I bought this off the side of the road and I redid it." I don't know why the fuck y'all do that. I don't know why, because you got some people that don't got the mental capacity to realize that was a good idea, you know, like, don't do that. You know, some people are like, "Oh, you got it off the side of the road, I'm not going to get it." What's the difference? Didn't you put something on the side of the road one time? It's because it was probably in the way. You didn't want it no more. It's been sitting there for a good minute, you know? Yeah. So, like I said, don't tell them where you got it from. You just create your own product. You get what I'm saying? Maybe think about a title that kind of goes with, like, telling them the truth. You know, like, think about how America's doing right now, where they're telling us the truth, but it's read between the lines. So find a word that says secondhand that's kind of fancy. Maybe find what's secondhand in French? Since we were talking about Paris too. What's the word? How you say secondhand in French? If it sounds fancy, there go your product line. Everybody don't know what French mean. You know what I'm saying? And they're like, "I didn't know it was secondhand." It's in the title. Well, how am I supposed to know? Do your research. It's that type. You should have wished you went to Goodwill to go get it yourself. You know? I know, just do that research real quick. You feel me? They gonna wish. You know? Because you really don't know what these other people are doing behind closed doors. They might be flipping. They might be doing exactly what I'm talking about right now. You know what I'm saying? These products that you're buying online and stuff, and they went to go buy something totally cheap. But because you didn't go and do it, I'm going to go and do it. And I'm going to charge you for it. I'm going to charge you for going to Goodwill to go get this for you. It's like that. I'm going to charge you for going over there. Even though I like going to Goodwill. But I'm going to charge you because I found this and now you like it. So simple as that. And start small on your social media platform. Just start pricing up stuff. Okay? And just see how it goes. Because I remember we talked earlier, it's going to start small, but it's going to be big. So, yeah, it's not going to, because they said slow and steady ruins the race. So, this is going to be a slow product. So, here you go. Don't automatically, like, build up your product first before you just throw them on there. So, because let's say one product gets sold out. Now, somebody else is like, well, what else? You know, so buy like 5 or 9, because I see five or 9 items from there. Very nice. Clean it up, flip it, throw it online, angle it, you know, do your thing, girl. You know what you're doing. I feel that. You know what you're doing. And throw it up there. They gonna wish they went to Goodwill. They gonna wish They went to that secondhand store and got that product. But because you did it for them, I'm going to charge you for it. That's how I look at it. Look at it like that. I'm charging you for getting this product for you. No different than, you know how someone say, can you go to the store to me? Run to the store for me? You got gas money for me? Treat it like that. This is my gas money. This is my gas money for going back and forth. And then I got to go and take it to you if I have to. My gas money. Okay? When you do normal, okay? It is normal lives. And then I feel like these celebrities are starting to realize that. Some of these celebrities wish they can run back, but they can't because you're in there. You're in there. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have an image. You know, some of these celebrities wish they can go cheap. You know, I think that's probably where Cardi B got into that mindset. Like, man, fuck this. I'm not about to pay $1,000 when I could go to Shein, because Shein selling the same dress. You know, and that's how celebrities got into that. You know, oh, I'm gonna buy off of, because at first Shein wasn't for them. Shein was for us. Shein was for us to look like the celebrities. But the celebrities like, the hell with this. I'm tired of going broke looking pretty. You know, so yeah. It's that energy. They're gonna hate. They're gonna wish they did it, but they didn't. So now you gotta charge them for it. Okay? And that's how your money gonna flow. You're gonna start charging people for your time. You're gonna start charging people for your tithes and offering, which is that 20 minutes, 30 minutes of your moment. That moment that you could have did something else, but you didn't do that. You decided to be generous. You decided to give, you know, and now it's just more, I'm about to charge. I'm about to give it to you. It's that, you know, it's in that energy. Because it's saying, don't listen to what people say. They don't know about me and you. Okay? So it's more like, don't listen to what other people say. If they say, oh, that's wrong, you don't know what I got going on. You don't know that I hear a lot of people over and over talking about, oh, that's nice. But you could have got it. You could have went and got it. Okay? Now, some things, keep it for yourself and then flip it. You know, like we talked about before, just don't throw things away. Some of the things have value that's in your home. Okay? Just don't throw it on the side of the road all of a sudden because it's in your way. I get it. It's in your way. Go put it on your deck. Go put it on your porch. Get it out your eye view. Go put a cover over it. I don't know. Find something to do with that. But take a picture of it and see what the value is of it. How much value did you hold? How much were you holding value of a situation? You know, because something could be, like, for example, this could be so small and this ain't nothing, right? But guess what? Let me go outside and everybody don't got CarMax. And it's cold outside. And we outside. And everybody got this around how valuable this thing about to be. Keep it real, right? You get what I'm saying? This don't mean shit, right? let me drop it. This don't mean nothing right now. But let me go outside when nobody don't have this. And it's cold outside. People's lips getting dry. People licking their lips. And let me pop this open. Can I get some? Think about it, right? Like a piece of gum, right? Piece of gum ain't shit, right? It just, you chewing, right? Right? It didn't mean nothing, right? People knew you had gum. But moment you pull that gum out, can I get some? Like, I only got two left, you know? Can I get some? Now their breath stink, you know? Like, I'm so serious. It's something like that. They're going to wish they did it themselves. But you've been doing it. You've been living life. But they're going to wish they did it themselves. They're going to wish they were thinking the way you were thinking. God damn it. They're going to be hurt. They're going to be hurt. They're going to be like, why I didn't think that before? You did. You did think it. You just thought that was poor. You thought that was broke. You thought that was unlike the norm. You thought that was not cool and you wanted to be like them. And that's that type of energy. And now when you realize you could have been the uncool one, because the uncool one's about to be cool. You get me? The uncool about to be cool. You, the uncool, about to take some trips. Hey, I'm pegging that man on the back of the bus. Okay, hold on. We gotta go. Now we and that's London. London Bridge is falling down. Something about the come down for someone. Someone's gonna be hurt, like I said. Okay, but I gotta go because I did how it's gonna go. I'm as bad as I'm on the phone. Okay, because I'll tell the people I'm gonna leave. I'm about to leave, and then I still keep. But anyway, love you much. Until next time. Bye.